Another way of reducing soreness or muscular tightness in the calf complex is with the use of a foam roller, or otherwise known as self-myofascial release techniques, where you can use either a foam roll, a tennis ball, or even a golf ball, dependent on the level of intricacy. Now, my advice is to start off with a soft foam roll. Absolutely fine if it has knobbly bits on it. They are just to help find trigger points, which I'll talk about in a few moments' time. So start soft, build up to harder foam rolls. Obviously with something like this, it's a large surface area, it's going to cover a lot of area at one time, but then you could eventually move on to something like a tennis ball for a more intricate detail, or even a golf ball. But remember that the smaller the surface area, the more intricate, the deeper it gets, and obviously the harder the surface that you're using is going to cause you either a little bit of pain or is quite advanced. So build yourself up gradually. You want to place the foam roll or the tennis ball on the floor, and what you want to do is you want to firstly identify that the calf, okay, does in fact come up and across the knee joint. Okay, so what we're actually looking to do is we're looking to foam roll the full muscle belly, and we're going to make sure that we foam roll laterally and medially as well. Okay, so we're not just going up and down, we're actually really going across and around the full muscle. So how do you set up? Ideally, you start at the lowest point. Okay, so when we're doing SMR work or any myofascial work at all, we're pushing the blood back up towards the heart. Okay, I'm going to put my opposing leg here just for a bit of balance. Now it does require a bit of upper body strength, so you're going to have to lift up, and then I'm putting my body weight, or a certain percentage of my body weight, through that leg. Now I've started very low down, and as you can see, very slowly I'm just moving up the calf, and what I'm actually looking for is some muscular tightness and some adhesions. Once I've found an adhesion, I'm going to stay there, and I'm just going to let the gravitational pull and my body weight, or of my body weight, pull through the foam roll. Like I said, just for the purpose of this video, you want to go all the way up, just gently sliding your body along all the time until you pass the knee joint. Okay, so you want to cross the knee joint, making sure that you rotate the leg outwards, okay, and you rotate the leg inwards as well. Now, if you're feeling that you're not actually getting enough pressure going through the leg at this level, one thing you can do, okay, is to find that sweet spot again, find one of those adhesions. There we go, found one, and put the opposite leg over. Now you can see from my facial expression straight away that I've found a very sore point. So whilst I just hold my body weight up, I'm just going to concentrate on my breathing, and I'm just going to relax into that there. Okay. You're going to hold for between 6 to 10 seconds, and you're only really looking to go to a pain threshold of maybe a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Nothing too severe too soon. Once you start foam rolling on a more frequent basis, pain levels will start to drop, adhesion levels and the amount of knots within the muscle will start to lower as well. So the actual experience won't be as sickening, because it actually does make you feel a little bit sick. Now, one thing you can do if you have access to a band is to foam roll a muscle within a stretched position. So for example, to stretch the calf, the toe wants to be pulled up towards the body, okay, as you've seen from a previous video if you've been watching. So although I don't have a band with me to hand at the moment, they are behind me. Imagine that I've wrapped a band around the toe there. I'm going to pull that band in. So automatically already I've got a stretch in my calf complex. Under that stretch, I then foam roll even more. Okay, so you can foam roll or self-myofascial release, under stretch, or when there's no stretch already there. Okay, just to hit the muscle at a different angle, and just to lengthen those muscle fibers when you're trying to release tension and muscular aches and pains. So once again, I hope this video has helped. Get yourself a foam roll. They do come in different kind of levels. You'd look to have a soft one to start with. Ones with little bobbly bits on are absolutely fine. They're just little trigger points. Then you want to go to a more firm tool. So a tennis ball is probably just as soft, if not softer, but it's more intricate in terms of the sight location. And then eventually you could go to something like a golf ball, which is obviously even more specific in terms of its locations, but it's very hard as well. So give that a go. Any questions, as always, get in touch. I'll be more than happy to help. Talk to you soon.